Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving a very brief video of my ranking of the X-Men movies. So let's get into it. Coming in at last place for me, I'm going to go with X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now, I don't think this is a good film, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad film. It's just a mediocre film, and it's easily the worst X-Men film. So it comes in at last place. At number 11, I'm going to go with X-Men The Last Stand. As much as I would love to put this higher, because I really do enjoy X-Men The Last Stand, it falls flat and it is easily the worst of the original trilogy. It was also considered at the time so bad that they even had to remake it in 2019 for Dark Phoenix. So it comes in at number 11. Bringing us into the top 10, I'm actually going to go with a disappointing score. At number 10, I got to go with the Wolverine. The Wolverine is another one I would really like to put high on this list, but unfortunately it falls flat, and there's nothing really special about it, so it comes in at number 10. At number 9, I'm going to go with another surprising score, and that is X-Men First Class. This is an amazing film that I really absolutely love, and as much as I would love to put this high on the list, it falls a little bit flat, and also considering the fact that it was a prequel, it kind of disobeys some of the elements that you need from a prequel to set up the original trilogy. So it does a very mediocre job. I still think it's a good movie, but easily the worst of the First Class trilogy. First Class trilogy is one of those trilogies I think that they get better every time they make a sequel. So at number 9, that is going to be First Class. Alright, at number 8, I'm going to go with the original X-Men. I really like the original X-Men. I think they do a good job with this film. Yes, it's a little bit mediocre at times, but the reason I have it so low is because it's very of its time in filming, and it is very cheesy. I know you're going to say give it a break, it was the early 2000s, but honestly, I gotta go with number 8 for the first X-Men. So yeah, that's X-Men is my number 8. At number 7, I'm gonna go with X2 X-Men United. I really like X-Men United. I think it does a good job of following up from the original X-Men and an even better job than the first X-Men. But now it still has that same mediocre cliched early 2000s take that the first X-Men had, but it's a little better this time. So, sorry, I thought alright, there it is. Sneeze. So anyway, back to X-Men 2. I think it does a better job than the first X-Men. It's still just a comedic tone, but it's still just not very energizing. But it is a good film, so it comes in at number 7. At number 6, I'm going to go with a surprising score for some people, but for me, not a surprising score. I'm going to go with Logan. I know I really like this movie. I don't necessarily love it like some people do. Some people put this in their first place. I don't think this is necessarily first place worthy. It's close, but it's not first place. I think it is a good film, but it isn't the best X-Men film. It's kind of like a middle film, and so it comes in at my number 6. Bringing us into the top 5, I'm going to go with Deadpool 2. Now, this is a good film. I really like the way Deadpool 2 follows up from the first Deadpool. By the way, Deadpool 2, it was released in PG-13, which is good. The first Deadpool, I was able to see it on a YouTube cut, a clean version of Deadpool YouTube cut, and I saw it. But yeah, Deadpool 2, it's a pretty good film, but I feel like following up from the first Deadpool, it doesn't do as good of a job, so it comes in at number 5. But it's still a really good movie. At number 4, I'm gonna go with Deadpool. The first Deadpool is a little bit better than Deadpool 2, but it's basically just right there next to each other. I think Deadpool is better than Deadpool 2, but they're both really good, so they both had to make the top 5. Before we get into my top 3, I just want to point out these are the 3 I think are absolutely the best X-Men movies and deserve a high score. Sorry that I had to make this video so brief. I'm going through this thing where my videos have to be short. If they're longer than 10 minutes, it won't let me upload them to Video Shop. So I gotta go with I had to make a brief ranking. And I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna go with a regular video for my ranking of the Illumination. But with all that said, let's get into my top 3. At number 3, I'm gonna go with one that a lot of people are gonna be surprised is this high, and that is going to be X-Men Apocalypse. I really like X-Men Apocalypse. I think it does a really good job. Quicksilver scenes in this film are awesome. This introduced us to Jean Grey and Cyclops. It's just an amazing film, so I thought it deserved the top 3. At number 2, I'm going to go with Dark Phoenix. The newly released Dark Phoenix is out in theaters now, and I urge you to go see it because it's great. No spoilers ahead, and I think it's good. So, yeah, Dark Phoenix is my number 2. I just think it's really good. By the way, go check out my Dark Phoenix ranking up in the description. So, yeah, Dark Phoenix is my number 2. But at number 1 for me, I gotta go with X-Men Days of Future Past. I really like X-Men Days of Future Past. I think they do the absolute best job out of any X-Men movie. They do just such an amazing job with this film. It works perfectly, so it comes in at number 1. Anyway, go ahead and down in the comments below. Tell me, how do you rank among the X-Men films? Which ones are good, which ones are bad, and which ones are in between? Love to get your take on it, but that is still respectful of my take. Anyway, without further ado, peace out.